this song. I've written all of these songs. Well, did you hear about that new strip mall with all those new stores in it? It's going on 95 acres just outside the city limits, and they got a bunch of cranes out there. A bunch of big bulldozers. They're knocking down some of your bare mounds, gonna pave the whole mess over. There'll be lots of stuff to buy there and all kinds of stuff to eat. Well, I think we should make it the center of town to hell with our main street, where the lumber yard and the hardware store are closing up today. We can get all that stuff cheaper at Home Depot anyway. It'll have a Best Buy and a Walmart and a supermarket of shoes, and MTV and a DOC, Ponderosa and Jimmy Lou's. It'll have a Dobbs and a Cobbs and a Costco, Olive Garden and a Chuck E. Cheese, a Papa John's and a Domino's, a Long John Silver's and a Captain D's. Well, I wish I was on the city council so I could have got some of them bribes. But I got no doubt when this mall gets here, it's going to improve our lives. Never mind the parking lots on an incline going to flood the rest of town. They should build some stores at the other end so the water will flow away around. They got a Bed Bath & Beyond. They got a Popeyes and Lee's. They got a Jack in the Box and a Subway, TGI Fries and Applebee's. There's an Office Depot, an Office Max, Pizza Hut and a Taco Bell. And old Charlie's and a KFC, there's a Burger King as well. Well, I don't care if the factory closes, because this town don't need it no more. I'll tell you, son, when this thing gets done, we'll all get jobs in the stores, and I'm sure they'll care about us. I'll tell you, it'll be real nice. We'll have HMOs and dental care and a discount on the merchandise. Sonic and Starbucks, Pet Bowls and a CC's Pizza. A lens and things in the men's warehouse where they're also pleased to meet you. And off the Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Well, we're living the lap of luxury with all we need right under our noses. We can get anything anytime we want because the strip mall never closes. We'll be working or shopping or eating there just like our kids and our wives. It'll help rebuild our community, be the center of our lives. It'll have a Target and a Kmart, Citgo and a Quick Trip, a Meineke and a Minus, a Walgreens in case we get sick. It'll have a Baskin Robbins for the kids and a Chili's too, you know. Just a fried chicken and a Chick-fil-A and the Fazoli's for Italians on the go. Thanks, I would have got that one, but I was drunk.
Sorry.
I'm just joking. I'm not even supposed to drink these things for hours. Then I'll talk to you about, I'll talk to you about random shit. Get that many Long Islands in you. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about. I'm on Wikipedia Live.
Shot a man in the jungle just to watch him jangle.
Alright, I gotta get back to playing music. I'm gonna run out of time. I have a lot of material. I have a lot of ground to cover. There are people who've never here that never seen me before. I gotta do this.
Okay.
I wrote this song on a fucking cardboard box. We took a trip to the home improvement store. To save big money, they said 10% or more. We was needing some new curtains and some blinds. I had a coupon that they sent to me online. I got a cart and started filling it with screws. A tub and joint compound and a plastic trowel to use to fill the holes where the old curtain rods had been. So the neighbors couldn't watch us fight again. You said, my God, why are you buying all these things? I said, hon, I got a coupon that I forgot to bring. Do you mind if we put all this on your card? And that's when she went and kicked me in Menards. She kicked me in Menards to drop the stuff that I was holding. I was rocking back and forth, just listening to her scolding. When your marriage is unhappy, life is hard. And now I went and I got kicked in Menards. I was embarrassed by this scene, to say the least. As I laid there, I got laughed at by a priest. I tried to use a shelf to get back up, but then somebody came and kicked me in Menards again. Oh, got kicked in Menards by whom I do not know. This ain't going very well. I guess I should have went to Lowe's. I never made it to the drive-thru lumber yard. I'm just laying here because I got kicked in Menards. Please stop laughing, I've just been kicked in Menards. I just got kicked in Menards. Yeah. Thank you, folks. I'm really proud of that one. That's just really one of the best ones I ever did right there. You ever know that you ever watch a show, Ow My Balls? Anyway, I figure if that really is the future, I am sort of a link to that. I'm real proud of it, Because that shit's funny. So here we go. I have another song for you right here. I didn't write this song. A great local songwriter wrote this song, but he became too afraid of becoming canceled. He disowned this song. And he said, tell everybody you wrote it. And I was like, no, I won't do that because that's plagiarism. But I will say it's fucking bullshit. You don't play this song because this song's better than any song I've ever written in my fucking life. And you wrote it while we were in the van driving up to Madison, Wisconsin. I was fucking falling asleep when you rattled off the song. I was taking dictation and in between falling asleep. And I think this is the greatest fucking song ever written. And it goes like this. I've had this van for 15 years and it's like a home to me. I traveled around the country, seeing things and being free. I picked up this cute hitchhiker. She turned out to be a man. Then the road got really bumpy. I blew a tranny in my van. Blew a tranny in my van and there's fluid everywhere. I'm crying like a baby, but this dude don't seem to care. I don't know how this happened. I got a problem on my hands. This sucks a big old big I blew a tranny in my van. Well, we're standing on the shoulder, and I don't know what to do. The highway cop is pulling up with his lights flashing blue. He said, what are you folks doing out here? And I just wrung my trembling hands. He said, I see what's going on. You blew a tranny in your van. I blew a tranny in my van and I'm sweating like a pig. My hitchhiker don't like the cop and he's about to flip his wig. I don't know how this happened. I've got a problem all over my hands. We're stuck in the back of the squad car. I blew a tranny in my van. Well, I guess I let it go too far. Blew a tranny in my van. Well, my enemies are laughing at me, hardy har har. Blew a tranny in my van. This is gonna leave an emotional scar. I blew a tranny in my van. I don't like to throw the phrase Great American Songbook around lightly, but I'd like to hear Rod Stewart covering that one at some point. Sheryl Crow.
What's up, y'all? Hey,
oh man, I'd pay $1,500 right now if I've written that, which is a lot for just a normal dude and some song that somebody just made up. It's not a real song; he just made it up. Okay, this is a great song right here that I wrote. It's a co-write, and I was in a van going over Lake Pontchartrain, passing around a handle of Old Crow with my bandmates, and I was like, what's the most pathetic song we could ever write? What would be the most pathetic country? And we came up with this song right here. We came up with chords. And later on, I got pissed off at my bass player and I made it about him. So here's how this goes.
good to see you.
It goes, as the sun rose Monday morning, you were sleeping peacefully in a worn-out, greasy dumpster back behind the KFC. On a box of burned-up biscuits and a pile of old baked beans. You laid there like an angel and dreamed your little baby dream. Dumpster baby, nobody loves you. That's why you're in this dumpster all alone. Dumpster baby, they closed the lid above you. I can't. You're just waiting here till Jesus takes you home. As the sun set Sunday evening, the sky grew dark and cold. You thought of your teenage mama and your dad who just got paroled. With an empty pack of misty lights and an empty quarter stack, they left you there to face your fate, nestled in that plastic bag. Everybody thinks the chorus is coming here, but it's not. This is a little time. This is a little time I left in here for reflection. This is a device. This is a device I use as a songwriter to build suspense. Make people just wonder what the heck might happen. And then I answer your question.
Wagner won in 5th grade, I remember.
Not until I give you one last long look. As the sun rose Monday morning, did I tell you there's a key change in this too? It was the dawn of garbage day. You saw your short life pass before you, and you began to pray. Little baby friend, the truck rumbled up the alley in a haze of smoke and flies. As it backed up towards your dumpster, its beats drowned out your cries. Dumpster baby, no one can hear you. You little baby. And the chance is getting slim that you'll be saved. Dumpster baby, you won't have nobody to rear you. 'Cause it's looking like this dumpster will be your grave. This is the key change here the songwriter sometimes uses a device to affect your emotions. All right, shit's getting crazy right here. Yeah! Well, it backed up towards your dumpster, and it raised you way up high. Just at that moment, the hydraulic piston blew a seal. It did, the blue seal, and shot fluid up into the sky. The driver heard you squalling, and he called up Channel 3. And he told him in the Monday morning miracle back behind the KFC. Dumpster baby, the angels were looking out for you. Angels, now it's looking like you live to be a man. Dumpster baby, the whole wide world will adore you. Who'd have thought you'd grow up to play the bass in a dark Ellis band? I'll tell you what, after that, all my bass players started getting in line. They didn't want to be the next one. Have that kind of a song wrote about them. Okay, well, I got some other songs to get to here. I'm going to have a big goofy drink of this Long Island.
Sorry. No, you're good. I never
Everything hurts all the time.
Thank
This
you.
doesn't even fucking matter. Just enjoy yourself. Do what you want.
How are you? Cheers.
Folks, I have some great songs in store for you.
I only associate Bloodies to like Sunday morning.
That's probably where they should be.
You've never seen this before. It's kind of like crack cocaine. It's really good the first time, and it's never as good again. You keep coming back just chasing that high, but it ain't there because you already know the fucking punchline. And I haven't been writing any new songs. But one day I will.
Oh yeah. It's like I like it when they're more like spicy, earthy. Like
How much time have I got? Whoever's in charge?
So like the first
All right, I'm just gonna run through this whole set.
Do it if you're hard.
My wife says 9:39. Well, I said I'm
it's
right.
probably more Christmassy than
9:35 is better than 9:39. That's time for a whole other song.
I'll be honest, it does almost 3 years old.
I used to play this place called Iron Barley, which is the best restaurant in the state. And for 11 years, I had the best people watch and see it. I would sit up in the corner by the front door and I'd play the guitar and sing old country music all night. And I saw some cool stuff and not so cool stuff or whatever. So I wrote this song where I wasn't making any money. I wrote this song. And this is the most effective piece of music. This song has made me more money than any song I've ever written. It goes like this. He sat at the door of the restaurant, right next to the coat rack. He played his country songs all night, but no one clapped. He kept going on and on, getting drunk and feeling bad, 'cause nobody tipped him. His tip jar was empty. That made him sad. He was close to 40. He was 6 feet tall, and he had a beard. He kept staring at that empty jar, his brown eyes filled with tears. As he thought about the meal tonight that he wouldn't have, 'cause nobody tipped him, his tip jar was empty, that made him sad. Thank you. We may do it here, we may save my life. That evening, he was so distraught, he reached up on a shelf. He grabbed his Smith & Wesson and he killed himself. 2 weeks later, he was found by his mom and dad, 'cause nobody tipped him. His tip jar was empty. That made him sad. The People at the restaurant were so upset because they knew that it was all their fault, and now they can't forget. So think about the singer tonight, have you tipped him yet?
You go with my dick, nobody
Get yours. That made
Yeah.
Like a little groundhog.
Yeah.
You just pop up.
Yeah, but I forgot my fucking wallet.
Get yours.
You shouldn't do that. Now you gotta groundhog your way back. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
How many
You got a
gallons?
pocket full of 100.
Thank you. Red Top milk, too. Deer Bird's milk. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you folks taking care of me like that, and oh my gosh, the kindness. Martha Shea, a true patron of the
She
arts.
hasn't left me. She'll be here.
I really thought this was going to be the end of the night. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're married. Been married almost 7 years.
I got a real special song for you since that one worked out well. I'm feeling great now. I'm gonna take a big drink of this.
30-some-odd years.
I think I probably better get another one of these.
Crazy, because
Long
you're only like 39, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't ask him on a 4 Long Island night.
Oh my gosh.
These aren't especially strong ones. I'm just saying.
You want to drink too?
I don't drink like a.
No, I'm good.
I don't drink like a. You know who had a great Long Island was Kicker's Corner. That place had Long Island. I mean, I had nights where I drank 3 Kicker's Corners Long Islands,
I know more. I know
and I
less
come home
about it
saying
now.
crazy shit to my wife.
That's good. That means it's going great. It's going well. Yeah.
You know, it's like 3 blocks from my house.
Missed it. I'm really weird. Well, this is like.
I'm taking up Smoke Association's time. I know we were here to see Smoke Association. So I'm going to stay on track.
I definitely did. I shouldn't really be wearing Christmas shit. I make
My one regret is I wish I had more tables to put so I could put more drinks on it.
It's not like a
I just got this one little table, but it's keeping me in line.
You're trying to be casual. Do you have to work tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
This is the best night of my life.
It's fucking the night.
It took me day off to come hang and watch.
May sound crazy, but it's true.
This used to be in my house. But now.
You might think that I'm just saying that,
Okay. You don't
but
make
folks, I never lie to you. My life has been a piece of shit so far, so the bar is not hard to raise. In fact, until a little while ago, I planned to kill myself on stage. You gave me strength to go on living.
Never had a gin and tonic.
Now I won't give up the fight. I'll tell you folks, it feels so right just to be with you tonight on the best night of my life. This is the best night of my life. That's a true story. This is great. I love this place. I got just a handful of songs for you. I wrote all these except for that one. And it goes like this. Here, this is a great one. I got 3 songs left. They're all real good. Here's this song. Thank you, man. Well, the car payment's late, so unlock the gate, and I pray that tonight it gets stole. Well, the rent is past due, and if we pay the 2, then we're $86 in the hole. Well, the lights and the gas and the cable's turned off, and my creditors keep calling me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We're never too broke for fucking, 'cause baby, fucking is free.
Oh, I thought you were throwing. I got you, man.
I'm gonna stop this and take a drink.
Should I get another chicken?
I got something in my throat. I think it's like a... Folks, I woke up this morning. The top of my foot hurt so bad. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell's wrong with the top of my foot, you know? But I was in a hurry, so I put on my shoes. And all day, I'm like, God damn, the top of my foot hurts. What's wrong? I dropped something on it. And I took off my shoe when I got home tonight, and I had this big fucking red thing on the top of my foot. And I'm like, what is that? And I thought, well, that's either one, a spider bite, or two, Antifa came into my house at night and injected me with the chip. And I don't know which one of them it was, but I'm kind of thinking that they thought, well, this guy's a hillbilly, we don't need the complicated new chip. So they put the big one in there, which is the older kind that's larger, and that's why my foot swelled up so bad. That's what I think it is. Or it could be a spider. It could be a but anyway, my foot hurts real bad, and I'll drink some oil or something. I'll be fine. Here we go. Well, your mom says I ain't worth a bucket. No, I wish I could hold down some white-collar job. But sugar, that ain't how I'm wired. I do okay, long enough to get paid, then I show up drunk and get fired. And I know it's the present that we just ain't getting as rich as you'd like us to be. But we're never too broke for fucking. Cause baby, fucking is free. You don't need no equipment. You don't need no clothes. Condoms cost money, but we don't use those.
You're naked. You're covered in oil.
You look like my
Thank you. Well, your mom says I ain't worth a bucket of shit. And the neighbors all call me a Hoosier. Well, I'm really true bitter. But give me 5 minutes, I'll take you.
I know two Dusties. Both bass players, both great guys.
Now, let's get to sweating. The 4-year grip. The day I went down on one knee. Just be having me with some fucking.
Hey, you kind of look like a Jerry.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me.
2 more songs for you. I'm gonna watch a little bit of Smoke Association, and I'm gonna
Do you want me to go cut something off of
make that dream come true.
It's like
He's talking to the bed guy. He's got a new bed. $700 cash, baby.
Everybody called him Stringer. And he called my dad Clyde all the time for no reason whatsoever. He's like, all right,
I'm getting hot here. I gotta roll. Please. Okay, I got 2 more. This song
he found out he
I
had
like a
brain
lot.
cancer. Oh my God. But he was like,
Well, my daddy cooked corn whiskey and a shack of You know what? Then one day the lawman came and busted up his still. He went to jail. Folks, I'm gonna take a drink here.
Like you drove to the mortuary?
We're gonna start this song over. This song's a train car. This song's a train car to somewhere. I don't know where it's going, but you all need to be on it. Cause I sure ain't starting this train with a half full bunch of boxcars. Cause when we get to Dachau, all right, folks, are you ready to go on the fucking wildest ride of your life? All right, this fucking shit's serious. Like, if this song should be fucking famous. I need you to be here. I need you to be here now. Think about what Ram Dass said. I want you to think about the instructions of Ram Dass. Well, my daddy cooked corn whiskey in a shack up in the hills. Then one day the lawman came and busted up his still. He went to jail, we lost his farm, and I had nothing left. So I learned to make my living by cooking crystal meth. Crystal meth, crystal meth. I like to start cooking and it's always on my breath. Crystal meth, crystal meth. You better not come around looking when I'm cooking crystal meth. Well, I make methamphetamines and it's my stock and trade. And I've been cooking 7 years without one single raid. I sleep with 15 women and there ain't one on the pill. Cause they all want to date the Donald Trump of Cedar Hill. Crystal meth, crystal meth. I love to spend cooking it, it's always on my breath. Crystal meth, crystal meth. You better not come around the good I'm cooking crystal meth. Now I want to treat this song as literature for a minute. I want you to think about you know the devices, the symbolism I used in this song. You know, like this is there's symbolism in there because all authors and writers, you know, leave symbolism all over their work. So English professors have something to talk about. Yeah. So I want you to think about the journey of the meth cook and how that compares to the Bible. You know, so the protagonist is an outcast, much like Jesus. And, you know, he's fighting, he's trying to operate, you know, under a corrupt government like the Romans, you know. So this person is just trying to eke out a living any way he can and just survive and provide for his people, much like Jesus. So I'm going to get back into this song, but I just want you to have the proper context here. Any comparative literature majors out here? Okay, all right. Well, them Nazis started making meth to keep their men awake. I know they would have won the war if they had this shit I make. You're enforcing freaking tweaking. Just ask my buddy Seth if you dare to smoke a light bulb full of Jetco crystal meth. Well, you might just burn your house down if you cook this stuff inside. Slice it on down the holler, back behind my double wide. If my neighbors ever find my lab, I know I'll have a mess. That's why I always walk around with a loaded SKS. Crystal meth, crystal meth. I love to smell it cooking in, it's always on my breath. Crystal meth, crystal meth. Cooking crystal meth. Well, never not come around looking when I'm cooking crystal meth. You know, Jesus said, he who doth not have a sword shall sell his coat and buy one. You know, so that's kind of like the SKS. You know, the Romans are coming. They're gonna arrest me, Jesus, and you know, you gotta have your SKS. You know, in this case, I sold all of my Dale Earnhardt shit that I got to buy that SKS. It was a Dorenka. So I have one last song for you. I hope that literally nothing offends you, because there's something really to bother everyone on earth in this song. I think this is my closer. This is my last song. And you know, if you have a problem with me, I've had 4 Long Islands, and I'm you know, I want to put this guitar away. That's all I really care about. But if you want to fight me after this show, it would be worth it for me for the story. So here we go. I'm gonna drink a big old fucking gulp of this, my 4th Long Island. I'm gonna play for you the most fucking offensive song that's ever been written by me. This is not even a challenge. This is like, The only bad thing about it is this ice.
Any of the pasta, right?
You ever get the particular shape of this ice makes it hard for me to drink it without it spilling over my lips and down onto my nice guitar I just bought. Hold on.
Oh, it was like...
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm not too proud. I'm just trying to get this drink in my neck. I don't care how I do it. I don't care if I have a straw. I'm the man in the arena. That's my wife right there. Don't let anyone tell you that I am not a champion. On a dark summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to speak. So we took turns staring out the window at the darkness until a boredom overtook us and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading the people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, for a taste of your Long Island. I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. So I took out my revolver and said, let me tell you what. You got a lot of nerve, son. To drink up all my whiskey when there ain't another bottle on this godforsaken train. Then he handed me his wallet. It was empty, so I shot him. And I sprayed his game of solitaire with the pieces of his brain. Well, I looked down at his body, and I started to get horny. So I flipped him on his belly to hide his ruined face. He grew stiff with rigor mortis as I climaxed in his orifice. Well, I ain't much of a gambler, but I sure did use his ace. When the air brake stopped the Amtrak, I took off in the darkness where I found a hobo sleeping and I killed him for his food. It was then that Jesus told me to kill the gambler's family. Well, who am I to question Jesus? That's what I had to do. So I dug down in his wallet, and I found his daughter's address, and I showed up at her doorstep with her daddy's severed head. And as I beat her with it, Jesus said, fuck. Oh man, I was joking. I didn't think he would actually do that. Fuck. So I decided not to kill her, but I made her get me, head, because you gotta know when to hold her, know when to fold her, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. Like sitting at the motherfucking table, there'll be time enough to count when the deal is done. Thank you, my name's Jesse Irwin. Smoke Association is going. Much like a professional wrestler, I have destroyed myself for your entertainment tonight. I'd like to thank my wife for driving me home. I I got no fucking idea what this evening is in store for me, but it's fairly early. Everything's probably going to work out, and I'm probably going to go to work tomorrow. This has been the best night of my life. Thank you, Venice Cafe.